To build your website the old-fashioned way, let me tell you, so was I. And I'm not even a realtor. I just wanted to be a part of the real estate community when I first started in my real estate world 3 years ago. And 3 years ago, AI wasn't even a thing. And today, we're able to use Google Firebase Studio to build websites by just talking to it. And you can see here, I'm just chatting with Google Firebase and it's building out this local site for me. So I'm not a realtor, but I am a real estate investor and I know some realtors in Colorado Springs, and I'm actually solving my own, what would have been my own problem here, which was when I moved to Colorado Springs, there wasn't a definitive guide or content piece that really was what I was looking for, because I was moving out west to Colorado from Florida and lived in Pennsylvania my whole life. So I had no idea what Colorado was like in terms of the adventure, but I knew I wanted to be here because of the mountains. So that's why I'm building this site. I also have a few other sites that we're building all over the country, but this is the one we're talking about today. So if you're a realtor and you're interested and you would like to learn more about how to use AI to build your real estate website, hit me up. And today we're just going to talk about what I've been doing on the site. And you can see we've got some notes here and carousels for local business. We haven't done that. So we have this cool AI thingy at the bottom. I don't know what to call it, but if we go to our homepage here, and I didn't even know this existed. Google Firebase just did this thing. It built this out for us, and I had no idea. I didn't even think it was going to work. Let's see, tell me about neighborhoods near Garden of the Gods. So AI knew that we should put this in there because it would be helpful for people looking to relocate to Colorado Springs. It did all this. I had no idea. I didn't even think it was going to work. So let's see what it came up with. I can tell you that living near Garden of the Gods is great. Popular options, Old Colorado City. That's awesome. It's true. Housing ranges, yep. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, these seem to be all pretty good suggestions. And again, it's just Google Gemini 2.5 or 3, whatever Google is up to these days. So this is one of the things that it put in there, and I think it put it in on the guides page as well, same type of thing, and that's what we're looking at here. We published it, and the hiking and biking guide, the neighborhood section. So if we come up here to the guide section, here are the two guides. They're not anywhere near complete. This is just what AI did. It's what Firebase did all by itself. I didn't tell it to do any of this. It was just like, yeah, I get what you're trying to do. Cool. Here's what we're going to do. And it just did all this. So if you don't really know what you want it to look like, just trust AI, give it a good framework, and it's going to go do the thing for you. And I know these pictures are not anything that is what we're asking it for, but that's the least of our problems, because look at this framework. This is awesome. And if we come here, it'll take us back into the neighborhoods, Old Colorado City. That's currently where I live. So this is where we're going to be focusing on for the beginning, is building out this neighborhood guide in relationship to local businesses. You can see, and we're going to have some local amenities here, and then like it did all of this crazy stuff, and we can scroll through here. I don't know if these websites work. Let's try it. Oh, look at that. It works. That's crazy. I didn't do any of that stuff. It did it. And we can click the climbing, and it brings up a little bit of a climbing guide. Remember, this is not finished. This is just the MVP. And when you're building these websites, do not worry about getting it perfect, because you have no idea what perfect looks like until you submit it to Google Search Console, which is over here. And Google starts to look at it and say, like, hey, here's what I think your site is about. And then you can start adjusting. So when we started this on the 14th, Google really thought that the page was just kind of like a general what's happening in Colorado site, which is true. Our main H1, so this page here was like living in Colorado Springs. That was the basic gist of our H1 tag. So I just updated this today so that it helps Google understand, like, hey, this is what the site is about. And the idea is that it now starts sending some traffic to this page. It's probably not going to rank number one for anything right now because it's kind of an empty site, but through Google Search Console, we can see what people are searching and where we're positioned in that search. So again, this page really has nothing in it, but about Colorado Springs, we're ranking on the fourth or fifth page in the search result, which is pretty amazing, honestly, considering there's nothing on this site. And that gives me hope. So that's what we've been doing there. Changed the header images. I went through, that's why I like being local here, because this is my bike ride up to Pikes Peak Highway. Here is Red Rock Canyons in Colorado Springs. This is the picture from basically right next to my house. And let's see, this was when we hiked up to Pikes Peak. Then if we look at, let's see, this was the end of Gold Camp on the closed portion, this picture here. So I'm really able to add in these local pictures. This one isn't great, but this again is kind of outside of my house. So you can see, like, we're super close to Pikes Peak. Probably should go change that because this isn't a great looking picture, but one step at a time. I'm more concerned about what does Google think the site is about than the picture is looking pretty right now. If you have any questions, we've got a Skool community here. Go High Level for real estate. Go High Level is a CRM. And we also, so we teach how to build sites, rank them, and then what do we do with the leads themselves? How do we keep them organized and keep in conversation and keep in contact with them? And that's how and what we do with Go High Level is we organize your contacts and conversations. If you have any questions, please join this group and send me a message. Peace.